Hey everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA, living in my car for 16 months. I just read that the Trump administration is going to give $500 billion in relief in checks to everybody, basically, on April 6th. I guess that's $1,000 per person. I didn't even read much of the details, so... But however much that is, okay, we're all supposed to get checks by then. Funny how that's more than Democrats were willing to do. They're fucking twiddling their thumbs and their heads up their asses, saying how horrible Trump is, and then look what they did. Oh, well, we're gonna give you an application and you might get up to $500 once you apply, and if we think you're worthy of it, or if you really need it, because a lot of people probably won't really need it. Or we're going to give you low interest loans. You can apply for a loan. It's fucking Chuck Schumer's idea. That's sorry, motherfucker. I hope he's kicked so far out of office. Well, how do you kick him so far out of office? I don't know. So he can't even show up in a restaurant. Sorry, motherfucker. Anyways, so it's kind of crazy. Weird times. But that's good to know. I called my mom, let her know. I call her multiple times a day just to let her know the news. And my plan to get through all this right now, kind of like, I'm glad I moved into my car. As tough as it is, I don't care. The conditions mean nothing to me. What's better about this is I don't have to answer to a fucking landlord. I don't have to deal with fucking roommates who just want to just basically take everything in, enjoy stuff, leisure all the time. Man, I want to fucking work. I'm still working out at the park. I'm still doing whatever I can, basically. So check this out. I'm going to link to it in the description. The place I do occasionally those Unusual Tuesdays videos where I post videos that I play in front of a live audience. Like I did the one for my dad after he died, and my mom's cooking videos, or one of her cooking videos. That's called Sunspace. It's a little performance venue for artists. Really great place. It's a non-profit. The guy who runs it, Noel, hilarious YouTuber and entertainer, he makes those Flex Trek whip snake videos. Look that up. Actually, I'll link to that too. I'm a huge fan of his, so he and I have been working together on stuff. I edited some video for him, and I'm working on another one now. It's kind of longer form, so it's taking a while. So thank goodness I'm getting a little help from that. And last night, Tuesday, we did an Unusual Tuesday show, which is a variety show they have there. Very funny and surreal, and they have music and comedy. But because he's not having any audiences there, he just did a live stream of the show where he was performing and these masked characters, and I was there operating camera and just kind of helping out a little bit with some basic simple stuff, kind of like a production assistant. And they had a real live stream set up. It was great. The guy who did it, Chris, did a great setup, and other people were helping out too. We had a DJ there. We had musicians. So it was great, and we had 40 to 50 people watching the whole time. It went on Twitch. It was going to go on my channel, but I said, well, if you're planning on playing music between the acts, it can't be like, popular copyrighted music or anything, because you can't do that on YouTube. And they're like, okay, well, we'll do it on Twitch then. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm glad it went on Twitch. It was a great place to put it up. So oh, my shoulder blade. I'm going to link to that. Check it out. And I'm probably going to be working on it next Tuesday. And I don't know if we're coming out of this quarantine, this isolation, in 2 weeks. It may be longer than that. The other thing is, so I do have work planned on a movie next month. And man, it just, it's a responsibility, because I want to work, I need the money, but we have to think about everybody right now. Because think about one person from somewhere else or whatever. One person in America ended up spreading it to a bunch of people. One person in Korea, one person wherever, each country where it's been. It starts with one person, and one person can spread it to 1,000 people. And this country's been horrible about managing it. I won't get into all that, but I mean, A lot of bullshit basically coming from Trump supporters. Like, oh, it was no big deal. It's just like the flu. And now, oh my goodness, Trump was right. He's a great leader. And we don't have enough ventilators, hospital beds. Anyway, horrible stuff going on. Mismanagement with that. At least we're getting some relief. It seems like there's a lot of strings attached to everything else as far as what relief is coming. It's an excuse for a lot of racism. They're trying to clamp down on migrant workers coming from Mexico, which is nonsense. It's already here, the disease. What helps is you give people paid sick leave, you get them housing, you get them medical care so that they don't have to work, they don't have to go out and spread this disease. They can get treatment if they have symptoms, and they can keep their homes. That's what helps. But of course, you know, white supremacist. This is a white supremacist country. That's how it's always been. It doesn't mean we can't try and change it, but that's what they're trying to do, is inspire fear. Oh, it's an attack on us. It's not here. It's just an attack, an invasion that was launched against us. Yeah, right. But my plan, basically, I gotta sleep better because I've been so stressed and stuff. Not just worried about me getting this or whatever. Just checking the news and stuff. Like, it makes it me amped up and hard to sleep. I'll stop hoarding toilet paper, you greedy fucks. There's enough to go around. And bottled water. Y'all have sinks, you dumbasses. I had to get sparkling water today, which is fine. I got 3 bottles of sparkling water cheap. I drank a little, very little. But what I'm going to do, dump them out, fill them up at the park, at the water fountains. So that way I still have water. Because I do need water bottles. And basically I'm trying to drive as little as possible, keep as much gas in my car as possible, make whatever little money I can. Which is not a lot. I mean, there's not a lot of film postings. I don't even know if it's a good idea. You know, you don't want to spread this virus, because even if it's largely contained, a few people can make it break out again into another huge outbreak. And this is we don't know how this is going to change things. There might be, you know, riots, there might be killings, there might be mass poverty. There already kind of is mass poverty. I mean, not kind of, there is, but like even worse, even more exacerbated. I mean, talk about poverty. There's so many homeless people in LA who don't live as well as I do. At least I'm in my car and I basically have what I need. I don't care. I'm not even worried about showering on the street. You know, whatever, I'll do that. My shoes having giant holes in them, whatever. Take care of it. At least it stopped raining. Thank goodness. It's horrible raining when you live in your car because everything gets wet. It's nasty. My shoes get wet. My feet get wet. So I'm basically just, you know, trying to stay safe. Safe and keep working because I need to be able to afford gas, some decent food. Which today I got clams, like canned clams. They're really nice. And I ate up 2 of those little tins of them, not cans. Sardines, and I got plenty of stuff from the food bank already. I didn't even go there today or yesterday. I may go back there today, get a salad or something. But hey, we're realizing the people we paid the least. Remember, well, not many people saw it, but I made a video about how shitty Safeway was paying their employees in Arlington, Virginia $9 or $9.25 an hour in a place where the average rent was like $1,600 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's a joke. It's like just, you're intentionally being cruel to your employees with that. Well, now it turns out we desperately need those people to have enough money to be able to get to work, to keep their homes, to be able to commute, to be able to get medical treatment for stuff aside from even this pandemic. Oh, now we're realizing, yeah, it's extremely important that they all be well. Oh man, so everybody, I don't know, I feel like I want to make videos with people because, like, hey, if no one's got anything to do, let's make some videos, but let's just stand far apart. And I'm not shaking anyone's hands, you know. I wear masks when I go indoors generally, because it doesn't necessarily protect you from getting it, but if you have it, it'll help protect you from giving it to others. And like I said, just keep exercising, try and stay healthy, keep my immune system up. We'll see how much the fabric of society disintegrates in the next few weeks and months. A lot of people are trying to help each other. They need to all of a sudden now. It's crazy how much work keeps you in the way from just having good connections with people in a social life. That's what I hated about having a job and having my own room. I had no social life, basically. Couldn't afford to. Couldn't afford to go out, do much. Are you kidding? $50 out? That would have been so much for me. So at least this way, I can do what I want, even if it's like on a sort of small scale, but it's still big to me in a way. I'm just barely getting by each month, but I'm doing what I need to. I'm doing well. So anyways, just treat yourselves well, take care of each other. I'm going to try and keep making videos as much as I can because I don't have much other work I can do right now other than taking care of myself. I'm going to read books. I'm reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy now. Next I'll read So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. And I want to get some more books. I want crime books, like dark stuff. I really like that. And thrillers, you know. And we'll see next month what I'm doing, because I'm supposed to be working on a film, and who knows, you know, even in good circumstances, a film can fall apart for any reason or be delayed. So far it's going forward. And let's see, I don't know what the world looks like. It's only been 3 or 4 days since things have been like basically shut down here. Let's see what it's like when things reopen, if they realize, oh, we need to close things down again.